Hi, folks. Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And today we're talking briefly about Despicable Me 4. Yeah. So, this is a movie that is recently been announced. And I thought I'd just talk about it a little bit. People wanted me to talk about it. And let's read what all the information that we have from the official Wikipedia here. So, Despicable Me 4 is the upcoming fourth installment in the Despicable Me film series. Yeah, no shit. No shit, you don't say. The film's release date is currently set for July 23rd, 2024. Why didn't they make it July 24th? Then it would have been like 24. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, they're going for that summer release date. That makes, a lot of kids, they're off break, They're going to be like, hey, I like Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3. Hey, mommy and daddy, can you take me to go see this new Despicable Me 4? And the parents are probably going to say yes, because they have nothing better to do on their summer vacation. Okay, anyway, so we do have the cast, which is cool because we could see like what characters might be back here. Um, and then I'll talk about the premise. What are my thoughts? Like, where could this movie go? Because Despicable Me 3 left us in a really unusual place, I gotta say. Um, so Despicable Me 4. We got Steve Carell, so it's great. Hotel Transylvania 4 didn't even have Adam Sandler in it, for the love of God. So it's great to see Steve Carell, who's kind of like the linchpin, right? Can this movie really succeed if Steve Carell's not doing the voice? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's great to have Steve Carell back. He really puts a little pep in the step of Gru. And he also plays Gru's brother, Drew. And I suspect this movie's going to be about Drew when we talk about the premise in a second. We also have Kristen Kristen Wiig, as Lucy. And that's that red-haired, like, love interest. Yeah, you guys remember Lucy from Despicable Me 2. She's the love interest. I'd be interested to see, like, where are they going with this? Wait a minute, Miranda Crosco? Wait, the iCarly girl plays one of the... I did not even know that. Wow. So Margot. Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that she played that character. Wow. Okay, so that's cool that she has that role. Awesome. And she's coming back, so pretty awesome. So there, you guys remember these characters, Margot, Edith, and Agnes. They're basically just the adopted daughters from the first movie. They come back in every one. They're kind of hard to forget. They're like the main characters. And then we have Pierre Coffin as the minions. Okay. I'm assuming they use different pitches for all the different minions, right? Like they have different high pitches for some of them and lower pitches. And then we have who the hell Steve Coogan, who does Silas. This is the director guy, right? So I think in the third film they replaced one of these characters here. Got replaced by, doesn't Gru take over? Yeah, don't they take over the organization in Despicable Me 3? Yeah, so he's back. The fact that that character's back, yeah, doesn't that mean, is it going to be a takeover or something? I don't know. What was the organization's name? But yeah, the organization that Lucy worked for. I'm assuming that they took over as like leaders for that. I think in the third one, Gru retires from evil. And so what they did is they made a brother. Like they had this god awful plot where Gru decides he doesn't want to be evil anymore, but conveniently he has a brother that he's never heard of before named Drew, who happens to be an evil aspiring villain. How convenient, right? I personally liked the first film when Gru was actually evil and he actually wanted to, do crazy shit like take over the moon and steal the moon. Was that the plot? Yeah. I really like that, when he was the evil one, but now we have Drew. It doesn't feel the same as Gru being the evil one. I noticed here's Drew, by the way. Drew's the kind of white one here. The white coated one, and Gru is obviously the main character there. But I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm thinking of a premise here. Where the hell could they go with it? Maybe there's an internal dispute where the organization splits in two. Um, Maybe the movie is about Drew creating. What if now this would be a great plot? What if Drew had a falling out with his brother and he actually tried to do something that like endangered the planet? You know what I mean? Like, what if Drew actually became a villain? And then we would have like a Despicable Me 5 where like anytime something goes wrong, maybe Drew is behind it. I highly doubt this is Illumination, you know. I highly doubt they're going to be able to pull off a story that interesting, but like, oh boy, I don't know. What could they even do for Despicable Me 4? I can't even imagine it. Obviously there'd be a villain. There's always a villain in every film. It's like Gru is sort of like a villain, but like there's also a bonus villain that he always competes against in like every film. So there's got to be a bonus villain in there on top of like Gru. On Gru and Drew. Maybe it's two. Maybe there's two villains. Actually, that would be interesting. What if there was a pair of twins? What if there was like a pair of twins and they were both evil and they have to they keep upstaging Gru and one of the twins is evil, one of the twins is the good twin, and they keep outstaging, Gru and Drew. That could be an interesting one, some kind of like villain, brother or sister, or maybe they're just twins, straight up. Dynamic, that could be an interesting take. I just feel like in the last Despicable Me film, like a lot of characters were just wasted, right? Like Margot, Edith, and Agnes, like they don't kind of need to be there. Oh, what if this movie's a time skip? I just thought about that. What if this film is about Margot, Edith, and Agnes becoming older? They do a time skip like 10 years later, and we see that they're following, one of the sisters. Yeah, that could be a great story. One of the sisters follows in Gru's footsteps and wants to be a good guy. And they follow in Lucy's footsteps too. They want to be a good guy. Or a spy. They want to be a spy to save people. And then one of the girls, maybe like Edith here. Let me see, Edith. Is she... Yeah, Edith looks like a troublemaker. Okay, Edith is going to be the one who follows in Drew's footsteps and she becomes evil. And then the movie is all about Agnes. Is Agnes the youngest one? Yeah, Agnes, she's a teenager and she doesn't know. Does she want to be a spy? Does she want to be a villain? Or does she want to be something else entirely? Maybe she wants to be neutral or something. I don't even know maybe she just wants to be a police officer or something. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea though for a plot, in my opinion. That's a pretty good idea. It's like, Gru's children, they're growing up. Gru's getting older. Steve Carell is literally aging in real life. So they kind of, they can only make so many movies with Steve Carell. But, yeah, it could be interesting to do a time skip. Maybe that's where we're heading for this film, a time skip. As for the Minions, expect them to be just about as obnoxious as ever. And yeah, they'll probably have a couple of dance numbers and songs in there for the kiddies. And that's about it for Despicable Me 4. Those are my thoughts. Where is the film heading? I'd love to hear your input in the comment section down below. Because I think I gave some really good discussion points on where I think the film could go, but maybe you guys just have a better idea. Man, I don't know. Like it's confusing on the last film really put a wrench in things where they had Gru retire from being a villain. Maybe they just scrap Gru and they just go with Drew from now on. I don't know. I really don't know. But obviously Steve Carell does the voice of both of them. So it's not hard to have Gru in the story, but maybe the correct option is just to make a film all about Drew, his brother Drew, being a villain. Maybe that's the plot here. But then, wait a minute. If that's the plot, why is Lucy here, right? Lucy is one of the main cast that's already been confirmed. Why would she be in the film if this movie is about Drew? Okay, maybe she's a cameo, or like for she only has like one speaking role. No, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, I'm getting a bit crazy here with my ideas. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Please like, please share, And most importantly of all, please subscribe. We're on the road to 700 and then 1,000. We got to hit 1,000. We got to get there. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out. Bye-bye.